All right. So this is pretty much going to be a completely unedited video. Just talking about the current thoughts in my head. As you can see from the top, and some of you guys in my comment section have already been wondering, why haven't I been posting more Astra content? Or just more in general? And it's a multi-layered problem that I'm currently going through. It's not just one thing, but there are a lot of elements that not only am I going through, but a lot of other content creators in the space. And I felt like I was due a level of explanation, as well as, to provide clarity to you guys on, you know, what's going to be coming forward in the channel. So let's start off with saying that a lot of things have happened, and I know you guys have probably seen videos from like Eggwick or Judgment. Those are the two that come off the top of my head, of them kind of quitting Valorant content because it's become super dry. And to that, I've said, yeah, that's pretty much accurate. If you look through some of my older videos, you can see some of the things that I've been doing, and how I got to the point where I am now, which some of you guys will probably, most of you guys know me from making Astra content. Um, and there's only about so much that you can do before you essentially run out of ideas. Now, if you think about it, Judgment did KO content. Eggwick had like actually probably the most wide variety. Like he had the ability to tap into customs, getting people to do. He had a bigger crew. It's not really crew, but a team of people that could make videos with him. But like for Judgment, you could tell that at some point you're kind of doing the same thing, and it's not really that fun to do anymore, especially with playing ranked. Essentially, that's what it all is. And I want to put another factor on this that people probably don't think about as well. It's that playing ranked sucks when you're playing a support character. And I say this with the utmost amount of respect for all of our support mains and all of the Asher mains out here. It's hard. It's just so difficult playing like, all right, so let me draw up a scenario. We play Valorant. It's already a relatively toxic game. It's pretty easy for your teammates to get annoyed and pissed. And who do they usually target the first? They usually say, oh, it's the bottom frag, right? Obviously, it's not a big deal. Toxicity exists everywhere. You can find your ways to deal with it. But the issue is, if your role completely is encapsulated by supporting your team, like Astra does, where you're just throwing stars across the entire map, and your team isn't going to be using them, or you're just in general like have very little control over the game because you can only be this like hyper supportive character. And even at like the points where you'll see in some of my videos where I'm going hyper aggressive and I do like playing in this certain way, it's almost always a bad choice. And for me specifically, if you guys know my content and you guys know me, whether it be through TikTok or YouTube, you know that I'm the type of person that can't really justify bad plays. If I think this play is bad, and yes, it'll work in ranked, but it wouldn't work in like, let's say, higher against better players, it becomes harder for me to justify to play a certain way. I know it's like, oh, it's ranked, just run it down, right? That's, you probably heard even pros say that, but it kind of sucks knowing that like you can't play this way, because Astra specifically is built like that. Like if I played a agent with the flashes, it makes more sense for me to do that. It makes more sense for me to create content that allows that like wouldn't be showing you guys the wrong thing to do. When I have aggressive plays as Astra, there's a lot of clips I don't even include in some of the gameplay footage that I show you, simply because it was a dumb decision for me to do that. It worked out, but that doesn't mean that it was a good play. And I don't like pushing out content that just like, oh, it's like a highlight reel, right? It's awesome. It's, look, he did this. And then when you go and try to replicate it in your own game, you realize like, yo, this was a dumb move. And that's what happens. Like the issue with making content for Astra is the fact that the smart play is not the play people care about. And I mean, I'm not the type of person that will always decide to chase views, but it is a generic metric for like where I want to be. I personally, my goals and aspirations really lie on like I want to be someone in the Valorant community. I want to create content that doesn't have to lie with just a singular point. If that does help me get in, then I will definitely do it. But I care about Valorant and esports in general. I don't know, like a whole nother degree. Like I think you guys just think about the fact that I play the game, but playing the game actually might be like one of my lesser enjoyment parts of Valorant. I actually just like the ecosystem in general, the community. Everything about esports was something as a kid I looked up to, and I was like, this is amazing. Like playing video games, everyone always says that that's useless, waste of time. And then people start making it real, people start getting paid for it. And like it's crazy to me that I got to see this shift in like perspective on an industry that for so long was just considered a joke. And that's what matters to me. So that's a big part about why I haven't been posting content on Astra. It's just hard. It's always been hard. I recently had a few videos, but like some of them I had to pull from like earlier episodes and acts because you don't have that much footage. It's not a flashy character to play. It's a cool like there's like the people who appreciate it. Thank you. I don't want to go too much in depth, but I think you guys can understand the point. Now let's also talk about some IRL stuff because it wasn't just that. IRL stuff wise, some of you guys might know if you guys pop in the stream. I don't really advertise it, but I do own and manage a laundromat. I know you guys might not be expecting Radiant Astra player owns a laundromat. It's fucking weird. But I do. So I have employees and I have people that I need to take care of on top of my own thing. So, 3, 4 times a week, I have to go there, do my maintenance, all the stuff a normal manager would need to do. It is relatively hands off. Like I don't have to be like 9 to 5 like a regular job, but I still have, there will be times I need to be there at midnight, 2 a.m. because, stuff happens. And, just because it's out of scope of what someone else should do doesn't it's like I'm a manager, I have to take care of it. Essentially what I'm trying to say. And with that, the other life stuff I don't want to get too much into. It takes time out of my day. I sometimes wake up at like 9 a.m. Won't be back till 2 p.m. And then that's my normal streaming time. But I haven't streamed as much because streaming is also in essence like a little bit of an issue. I would love to stream more. I think I would, but I have a hard time justifying why I should stream more. And the reason is because I know streaming is it's kind of like the easy way out in compared to content creation. Like when I make a YouTube video, that's like rough, right? You got to record, you got to script, you have to get a B-roll, other footage to help. Like if I'm making a guide, for example, I have to like plan it out, know what I want to talk about, what order I want to talk about it, and that takes hell of a lot more work than streaming. But streaming is like, let's say I normally stream 2 to 8, 6 hours. 6 hours that I could be doing other stuff. And I enjoy streaming the most because I get to talk. And there's also obviously a lot more chill. But the kind of issue with it is sometimes I find it hard to be like, oh, hit the live button when I could be doing something else. I could be editing another TikTok that could reach 1 million views. I could be, editing a YouTube video that could also do the same thing. But I also like this human connection that I get through Twitch. And I think that's kind of the like crossroad that I'm at. Like every time I look at the Twitch go live button, I'm like, okay, well the best like result that comes out of it is me getting clips I can use for videos, right? Otherwise, it seems more of like a wasted effort. And as someone that with my personality, I really like to make sure that like I don't waste time, especially since I do have another job. Like it's not like I could just be like other people which stream every single day because I can't. I have responsibilities. People need me. I can't always be there. I can't always be streaming like that. So then that comes to the YouTube and then TikTok. Yeah, those two was a little slightly burnout and then slightly physically unable to be able to create content. It's kind of leading me to where I am now. I still like playing Astra. It's just a little rough especially when I play, like I'm trying to hit Radiant, right? And it's hard. It's hard for me, and I know it's possible. One, because I've done it, but two, Other people have done it as well. It's not. I'm not the only one that has hit Radiant only playing Astra. But the issue is I don't have the level of time to commit toward like other people where they like no life almost grind Valorant 8 hours a day for the entire act. I just can't do that. So I do kind of feel bad because I barely find the time to play sometimes, and I feel bad. I just feel bad that I can't create the content that you guys want to see. So what are my plans? I do have a few plans that are coming up. So in the next week, my girlfriend June, she will be going to Korea, and she'll be there for an entire month. And I'm not going because, like I said before, my job, I literally can't leave. I haven't had a extended vacation over 4 days in 4 or 5 years. Like I just simply can't leave. And during that time, I think what my plan is to start streaming again. So if you guys want to see me with more consistent streams, I'm gonna try to stream almost every single day. I'm gonna try for 30 days because she's gonna be gone for 5 weeks. So I'm gonna give myself a little leeway, but I'm gonna try to stream for 30 days and see if I can get like maybe just be a couple hours every single day, 2 to 4, and around that. And we'll just try to get more games out. I could talk to you guys more, and kind of be there. And that's kind of one of my solutions. I'm also going to, I don't want to say it like it's a bad thing, but like grind work. That it's in the end. I feel like in my life there are like three major work points or like things I need to do. One is the laundromat. Then I have this content creation. Then I have uh, my girlfriend, like those three, and then I have some side ones, but those are my major three that take up most of my time. And I'm saying that my, I love June, but like sometimes it's like I will not put time into other things because I understand that I have my own priorities. And while she's having fun, I'm gonna see where this takes me. Where does it take me if I just kind of no life something for a little while? So if you guys want to see the streams and kind of see, I don't know, talk to me, um, pop on to Twitch, follow me now, and then in the next week, that is less than 7 days from the day of this being posted, I will create. I will be there. I'll just be on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok Live. Um, and then as for videos, I have a Sunset guide that's in the works, but I just I haven't played. Like I had like family emergency for the past 2 days, and then possibly 2 more days into this week before I can even play. Then I can play, better understand the map, and then I can make the video because I'm not gonna throw out some random trash for you guys to watch. Yeah, but if there's anything, I would love to do like this sort of style where I'm just like kind of talking to the camera and maybe throwing some graphics up. That would be way easier. I could get more content out, but I don't know what type of content you guys would like to receive in this sort of form, if you know what I mean. Um, if you guys want some gameplay or something, I don't really know what I could do, but this would definitely allow me to do make a lot more content because it's less work, right? I don't have to script. I just talk. But anyways, I hope you guys get a little bit more clarity on where my situation is, and what's going on in my life. If you guys have any suggestions on what you guys want to see from me, or I don't know, whatever you want, type it down in the comments. I read every single one. But anyways, flow out.